Hello everyone and welcome to your pick a card reading today. I felt guided to do how can I release my attachment to struggle. So I have 4 cards here from the Flowers of the Night Oracle. The first card is Understanding, the Night Blooming Cereus. My apologies if I do not pronounce these flowers right. Second card is Visualization, Petunia. The third card is Patience, Japanese Wisteria. And the fourth is Death, Devil's Trumpet. So please choose which one you feel most guided to, and I'll get started with group number 1. Hello group number 1 and welcome to your reading. So you chose the card Understanding, Night Blooming Cereus. Well, I'll see if you can see that word there. So how can you release your attachment to struggle? I feel like this is talking about your understanding, you feeling in to what it is that's coming up for you, why you're struggling. And for you, I'm actually getting that perhaps you may struggle more when you're feeling called to take action, particularly when it's something out of your comfort zone, okay? And I feel like you're worried that if you take that leap, if you take that change or chance, that you may be hurt or that something may happen, and this causes quite a struggle. And I'm seeing the 5 of Wands card within you. You know, there's an internal struggle that happens with you. I feel like this is a lot in sort of the mental mind that happens, and I feel like there is some acceptance here and also understanding here that's going to be very helpful. But let's have a look at your other cards and see what Spirit has to say. So we have the Zen Tarot here. And straight away we've got cards popping out for you. Again, we have the message of understanding here. And to me, this card, it to me signifies this feeling of wanting freedom, wanting to take a chance, wanting to step out of the comfort zone. But in the mind, you know, you're sort of here looking at the other birds and you're wanting to be out there with the other birds, but you're afraid that if you take flight that you may fall. And of course, this is just mental trappings, a little bit like the 8 of Swords in the tarot. And this causes you quite a lot of stress, quite a lot of burdens. And I also get with this card that, you know, with all these lights up here, I get that feeling that, you know, you get quite a lot of nudgings, you get quite a lot of ideas. You could be quite intelligent. You are somebody who has a lot of you know, bright spark moments and aha moments, quite ingenious in ways, whether you realize that or not. I see that you have abilities to create many different things, to be able to do many different things. However, you keep yourself chained to your comfort zone. If you have a look here, you know, he's juggling all of these different things, but he's not quite taking flight here. This is how I'm interpreting this for you, okay? And to me, this is like a balloon that's going to take him up, and it's going to create a lot of success for him because he's got a lot of talents, but he's keeping himself to this little monkey here, right? And this monkey here is going to burst this bubble and he's going to fall flat. So I feel like you may self-sabotage as well your own efforts of success. and it's to sort of save yourself, but this causes more struggle and more angst and more stress within you. Yeah, with the intensity here, it just grows stronger and stronger because your soul is wanting you to take those steps. You have a lot to bring to this world. You have a lot of talents that you could be quite successful at, right? You may, in fact, also, because this is a general reading, you may be afraid that if you take your talents and create something with them, that you'll become successful and then somebody will burst the bubble and you'll fall flat. And that could be what's creating this struggle within you. Oh, I'd like to do this, but what if I do that? And what if when I do that, this happens or that happens? I do see a breakthrough coming in for you, right? And the breakthrough is through you coming to an understanding. And I feel like it's almost like this struggle that's created from your desires, it's not going to back down, and it won't back down until you decide to take a chance on yourself. So to release the attachment to the struggle is to take that leap of faith. It is to come to this understanding that unless you make a step, you know, these emotions and these feelings and the internal struggle is just going to multiply for you, and you're going to feel very stressed because there's possibilities, right? There's a lot of possibilities here for you. I'm also hearing that perhaps it might be good for you to take some time in the mountains or somewhere where there's not a lot of people or a lot of noise around you, so that you can take time to reflect and to look at different possibilities and to take small steps. That's going to help you to release the attachment to this struggle, to this internal struggle. I feel like in this lifetime you are working on, you know, mastering yourself, your empowerment. And so to play it small is only going to cause you anxiety, you know, possibly depression, but in the least case, just a lot of stress. I also feel like for some of you, there may be a lot of demands on you. And I feel like perhaps in your life, there's a lot of noise around you and a lot of things that you might be doing that you don't particularly want to do, but you keep doing it because you fear that if you go after your dreams, that it's not going to work out for you. So you're sort of more comfortable in the familiar than you are in taking a step forwards here. Yeah, clinging to the past. The 5 is a number of change. So change could be quite challenging for you, right? Stepping out of your comfort zone, trying something new, venturing into something new. Perhaps going against the grain of what others would do. I'm also getting another message here that for someone watching, perhaps you've tried something in the past, or perhaps you've tried many times in the past and it just hasn't worked out for you. And now it's like you attached yourself to this belief that you cannot be successful and that it will just fall apart. Yeah. For some of you, this is about, you worried about what other people might think of you. You worried that if you take this chance and it doesn't work out, what are the people around you going to think? There is this energy here for some of you that whatever it is that you're being called towards, it may not be what others may think is in your best interests. But is it in your best interests? So release me to the struggle, please, Spirit. Innocence. And we have here this the cricket there. And to me, the cricket is like that, taking a chance as well. It's being in that innocence. It's getting back to that point when before anything ever happened to you. If you resonate with that, it's getting back to that innocence within you and realizing that, and perhaps this may be for all of you that you've had experiences, because most of the time it's our experiences that create our beliefs, but sometimes it can be what we see or hear in society as well, right? What's portrayed to us from others as reality. But when you think of the innocence, when I think of the innocence, I think of a child. I think of when I think of children, they take a chance. They're not afraid to say what they think. They're not afraid to be themselves. And they have these ideas and they say to you, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be this. And they really believe it. Right? And you are someone who's quite wise, I see this with this gentleman here. So for you to release this attachment is to release the burdens of that past, release the burdens of this worry about what if, and start taking small steps for yourself, gaining your own personal empowerment. Getting past what society thinks is right for you, or what you think you should be doing, or what someone else thinks that you should be doing. Because I get here that some of you are in the struggle because perhaps what your heart is calling you to do may not be what others want you to do. For instance, and it may not be this for you, it's just an example, like you may be feeling the desire to leave your husband or your wife, but the family wouldn't be in agreement. Or you may have the desire to start your own business, but people or yourself have this belief that, I have to be working hard. I can't just leave everything and start a business, and what if it all falls apart? So it could be any different scenario here. I'm just giving an example. Oops, sorry about that. So with this message here, this is talking about you getting back to your dreams, getting to the heart of the matter, connecting with your higher self. All right? What you decided to create, what you decided was what you wanted to become and be in this lifetime. Will any of all of this matter in the last days of your life? Will you regret what you have done or what you have not done? And I feel like you need to get out of your own way here and start taking some chances, even if they're small. Because I just see this mind being the blockage here and creating this struggle. Yeah? On the back of the deck, they're showing me you have a dream, all right? You want more of this life. And these feelings are going to grow deeper. The feelings of almost could be creating an emptiness or a feeling of a void or a feeling of not being enough, whether you admit it to yourself or not. And so this is how you're going to release the attachment to the struggle that you're having. And with this experience, I am getting that you want to change your experience from what it is now to what it is that you want to become. Because you have the ability to experience whatever it is that you're dreaming about. I'm also seeing a lot of red and oranges. So this is root chakra energies and sacral chakra energies. So I suggest doing some root chakra and sacral chakra meditations and clearings to help you in activating those chakras, or activations meditations. All right, because I feel like that's going to help you to feel more secure in taking those actions, and perhaps release some of the worry around taking these chances. Just feeling guided to grab the abundance cards for you, because the angels of abundance, because I am feeling this root chakra energy, and I'm feeling this sense that you know, perhaps this is a bit of a life lesson for you, and it could be quite difficult for you to sort of move away from or to master here, but you absolutely have the ability to keep connecting to source energy, keep yourself in alignment, keep yourself grounded. Okay, they're saying declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So perhaps, you know, your mind is cluttered, right? Perhaps you may have clutter around you as well, so there is guidance here to release any clutter that's in your life. But I am getting this message of like mental clutter, and the clutter of the past and the beliefs, and because that is what's holding you back and causing struggle here. So you have donations, tithing, okay, and charitable work. So I'm getting with this message that perhaps if you start by, you know, giving to others or donating your time into what it is that you like to do. It says, give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manifold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, and other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So, you know, donate your time to what it is that you want, what it is that you love, your hopes, your teams. Sorry, your hopes and your dreams. It's time for you to invest in that. And perhaps it's not about looking at a bigger picture here, but taking little steps, because I think if you look too far into the future here, or look at too much about what's going on around you, you lose sight of what it is that you really want, and you fail to make that step. So look at what it is. What can you do today that's going to help you to take this step in moving towards what it is that you want to do? All right. And maybe you're thinking too that you need to take a big leap, when in fact you just need to take a step. All right. On the back of this deck, it says employment change. So for some of you watching this, you're being sort of nudged to change your career, or you change employment. Okay, something that is inspiring you, a career that really fills you and inspires you, your dream career, your dream life. Right? Okay, so now I'm going to end your reading with a message from the Angels and Ancestors deck. Let's see what your angels and ancestors would like to say. Make plans and focus. Yeah, don't let anything distract you, because sometimes your distractions are you creating these sort of manifesting these obstacles, like unconsciously, of course. Stand your ground, yeah, for what you believe in, what it is that you want to do. All right, don't allow what society or others think you should be doing. Stand your ground and do what you believe is right for you. And make the plan, set your course. That will help your mind to focus. Because sometimes your mind is what creates a lot of the struggle. And once you learn this, I feel like it's going to help you greatly in releasing the attachment to this struggle. Trust and thrive. Trust that you will thrive from doing what you love. Where you put your energy is where more abundance grows in your life. All right. High Priest, intend and create. Yes, put your intentions in. Focus your energy on what it is that you do want, not what you don't want, not what you're worried about. Focus. Get tough on yourself. I don't know why I'm getting this real masculine, tough energy, because even she to me has like a lot of masculine energy. She's fearless. And she's protecting what she wants. And she's not listening to anyone else. She is following her truth and her truth only. He has his eyes on what it is that he wants. He knows he's supported in it. He knows the divine is helping him to create here. And he's moving in that direction. So stand your ground, trust that you can do this, and just make your plans and take the steps. So that's the messages I have for you, group number 1. I send you so much love. Bye for now. Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. So we are doing how can you release your attachment to struggle. So we have here a visualization with the petunia. Okay, I'm just tuning in here. And perhaps that is the energy here of tuning in, right? And visualizing and getting that feeling. There's this, this art of manifestation, this law of attraction. And I feel like when you visualize, you feel, and when you feel, you create, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And I feel like this will not fail you. I feel like this will help to open you up to, and I'm seeing prosperity as well, but I see you opening up to the grander power within you, and to open you up to life without struggle, and your there's what are you trying to say, Spirit? So I'm hearing like opening you up to the light of your potential, rather than faltering in the discord, or faltering in the lack of. All right, so let's get some more information here. I also feel resistance here. I do feel resistance, and I'm feeling it in my throat chakra as well as I'm saying this. So it's like for you, the struggle is resistance. Resisting this power within you, resisting this potential within you. I feel like you have a really good manifesting ability, and I feel like you could be quite prosperous and quite secure in your life, and for you it's about visualizing that potential. I would say if you started visualizing every day and really reprogramming your subconscious, I really see you manifesting quite quickly, particularly when it comes to resources, physical resources. So how can you release your attachment to the struggle? Is by believing that you can. And because I feel like once you recognize this power within you and this potential, right, it'll be much easier for you. Okay. We have going with the flow. Yeah, not resisting. Existence. Yeah, realizing you're exactly what I was talking about. You realizing that you have the ability to create, that you are very powerful. You have a connection, very strong connection to the universe. Just being yourself, having pure intentions, will create the prosperity and the abundance that you seek, the resources that you seek. Right? Pure intentions I'm talking about. All right? So it's for you, it's about going with the flow, allowing it to happen. Awareness, again, it's talking about you being aware that you in fact can. Beautiful. Ooh. These all came out together. Let's take them. So we have possibilities, stress, we have creativity block, and exhaustion. All right? What could be, I feel you have this great manifestation, you have this great power within you, and yet you resist it, right? Because you don't believe that you have this, the power to do this. And this blocks your flow. It causes you stress. It exhausts you. It drains you. You're trying too hard. You're trying too hard is the message I'm getting, right? It's almost like I'm getting this sense here that you think you have to do everything the hard way. You think that, you might have this feeling in your heart, okay, I want to do this, right? Let's say, I want to write a book, all right? And you decide, right now I want to write a book, so I'm going to go and do this course, I'm going to go and write to this publisher, I'm going to, it's almost like you get into this action mode and almost like this impulsivity. But what it creates then, there's no flow to it. Do you know what I mean? It's not an organic process. You haven't given it time to unfold. And then what this creates at times in your life is things not actually happening for you. It's like you put all your energy into it. You put all your activity and your energy into something to create it, and then it stops. And it stops because you haven't allowed it the time to grow. Spirit's showing me like the tree, right? You can't make a tree blossom before its time, right? And in fact, they're showing me if you overwater some plants, they may in fact die, okay? Because you're trying too hard here. You're putting too much water into what it is that you want. You're putting too much effort into it. There's this need for you to allow the universe to work with you. Of course, action is needed. Of course, drive and passion is great, right? Some people struggle with that. You don't have to struggle with that. For you, it's letting go. For you, it's believing and trusting the universe, knowing that the universe has heard you and that the universe is working with you. You've visualized, right? You've connected with your heart and you're saying, okay, this is what I want, right? Pure intention. Then you have to let go and take the steps that you feel guided to take in the moment, rather than rushing, got to do this, got to do that, got to do this, got to do that, got to make this happen. And it's like, I'm also getting that feeling of like, it's wanting to make things happen before their time, and you exhausting yourself. Perhaps this could be too, you burning yourself out, right, as well. And I feel like this is sort of the same message, just in a different way. You're burning yourself out. And I just saw a crow just glide across the window here. So, for me, crows can also talk about the magic, right? And it's like, allow the magic to happen. Allow that flow to happen. Yes, it's meant for you. Yes, you can absolutely have it, but it doesn't have to be hard work. So release this idea and belief that it has to be hard work and that you have to make everything happen. All right? I feel like this is a bit of a message for me also. So, and your creativity will flow as well. And it's almost like as soon as you release that burden, things will move really quickly. It's like things will flow much more quickly for you. And your creativity will flow. You'll get much more ideas. You'll know what to do. But if you're rushing around and trying to make everything happen for yourself, you're missing the smaller details. You're missing the opportunities, right? And the possibilities that could be right in front of you, that will be of benefit to you, much more than what you're rushing off trying to create. An idea that's coming to me is like, same in like spiritual development or psychic development. Let's talk about psychic development, right? You might have an idea, okay, I want to become a psychic medium. I want to be able to do readings, okay? And then you're like, okay, I'm going to do this course, I'm going to do this course, and I'm going to be able to be this amazing reader, all right? But instead, what you might find is that you start to feel as though it's not flowing for you. You're not getting the messages and it's not working for you. And it's not working because you're not in the flow, all right? And everything to do with, you know, spirit and life and nature is all organic. It flows and it happens in its organic time. And yes, some people, things happen much earlier. Some people, things happen a lot sooner, or some it takes a little more time, right? Every tree, every plant grows at its own speed, has its own way that it develops. But if you were to push it, it probably wouldn't happen as beautifully and as organically and as magically as it would if you just allowed it. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put my intention out there, right? I want to be a psychic. I want to be a medium. I want to connect with spirit. And then the universe and the guides and the angels go, right, she's ready. Let's get her started. And then you just naturally start to align with that, one thing after another in time. All right? So that's sort of the message I'm getting here. And of course, this can relate to any area. I'm just using that as an example. Whoa. Yeah, because you have your mind on so many things. Some of you might have a lot of fire in your chart. You don't have to, but some of you may. We've got healing, integration. Yeah, exactly what I was talking about, and I'm feeling this card. Yeah. So exactly, you have to integrate things, allow things to happen. All right? Coming from the heart, allowing the heart to lead, and being in balance, as I said. Coming from a place of flow and balancing that masculine and that feminine energy, because sometimes you get into that fire. You're like, right, I want this to happen. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen now. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this, and then you're exhausted, right? So it's like, come back into some feminine energy here, some flow, and okay, even some rest. Okay. Some rest. Some of you just need rest. All right? And making, you know, the Lover's card talks about making decisions from the heart. Also, we have the divine masculine, divine feminine here, right? Balance. Balancing the feminine and the masculine energies allows you to be in your heart and to make decisions from your heart. Look at that. Look at that heart here. The hands are blocking the head. The hands are blocking the stomach, right? Because it doesn't matter, because the heart is leading, right? Perhaps some healing may help you to keep in balance as well, all right? Perhaps you could get some Reiki healing, energy healing, or do some meditations to keep yourself, you know, balanced in your masculine and your feminine energies in particular. Just watch for, you know, not getting too action based, yeah, because you get very intense. Okay, once you get an idea and you set your mind on it, you just go for it, right? So you need to calm those fires, yeah, and that will create that breakthrough for you. Things will flow a lot easier for you. Yeah, you're participating with all the elements around you, with the organic flow, right? Instead of the resistance that's created with the push and with the hard work. Let's have a look at some abundance cards and see what guidance we have here from the angels of abundance. Employment change. We had this in the last group as well, right? Some of you are feeling led into a higher direction. It doesn't just have to be employment, actually. I'm hearing for some of you, it's just a higher direction of some sort, right? And you want to create positive change for yourself. And you're being supported to create this change. You just have to allow it. You don't have to, but it would help in releasing the struggle. All right, we've got successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. Right? So perhaps when you take the time to slow down and to allow, there will be support that's going to come in to help you to get to where you want to be. Right? Partnerships, support, being attracted to you to help your cause. But if you are all stressed and exhausted, A, you won't have the energy, and B, you're not in alignment to be in that position, to be at the right place, the right time. If you know what I'm saying. Alright, let's get some cards from the angels and ancestors to close off your reading. So let's see what messages your angels and ancestors have to help you with this. Alright, so we have Elder. Move beyond your ancestral patterns. Okay, so for a lot of you, this is an ancestral pattern, and your belief system is that you have to work hard to get what you want. I think a lot of us in today's age have this, right? So to break out of this pattern is going to help you move away from that struggle. And your ancestors are helping you with this. If you are in a community who has an elder, perhaps you could seek some advice from an elder. Ooh, I'm also getting the message now that even if, elder, it doesn't just have to be in an indigenous community, but also the elders within whatever it is that you're wanting. For instance, if you're someone who is needing advice in a particular area, seek somebody who's been through it, somebody who's been there and done that and has achieved and been successful, right? And through their guidance could help you to get the breakthrough that you need in order to release this pattern, right? What other messages do you have, angels and ancestors? Okay, we'll take those two cards. Alright, we have the Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded, absolutely. So this is about making sure you keep grounded to the earth, that you keep connected with your heart. Can you see the angel holding the heart here? It's almost like he's saying to you, keep in flow, keep connected to your heart space, but also keep grounded to the earth. You can see all the wood here. All right. Commune with the earth as well. And I don't know why I'm hearing rituals. So for some of you who resonate with doing rituals or ceremony to help with your grounding and helping with connection with your ancestors and with Mother Earth to help you in manifesting as well, is something that's coming through. And I'm also hearing it's like grounding in what you want. And it's like not rushing in, but integrating. Yeah. And lastly, we have here summer, bask in joy and light. And it's interesting because we have the little worker bee here, right, providing the honey. And just gonna have a look at, I'm feeling guided to grab the book on this one. This doesn't always happen, but I just follow what I'm being asked. So where are you? Just a moment, guys. Here we go. Rise up, open your wings and shine, and bring your projects and plans out into the light, into manifestation. It says, this is the perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness, and clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forwards. Angel and ancestor guides are encouraging you to enjoy the moment and not to rush forward, because this is the time for pleasure, enjoyment, and expansion. There is a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you, as it is inspiration directly from the divine. When the summer card arrives in the future position of this, okay, we won't worry about that bit. But it's sort of in the future. Let's read that. It can also indicate that the coming summer will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intention. So coming summer season for some of you, things will start to open up more for you. But I like how we've read this message and it's talking about not rushing. Okay, so again, it's clarification here for you today. So that's the messages I have for you, group number 2. I hope that helps you. I send you so much love. Bye for now. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. So you chose patience here. So how can you detach from struggle? So here it is having patience. Perhaps you are really wanting something to happen. You're waiting for something to happen. And this causes you a struggle because you're like, I want it to happen. I want it to happen now. I want it to happen more fast. I want it to happen at the rate that you're wanting it to happen. Because you feel like this sense of unknown. You feel this sense of, uncertainty. And that uncertainty and that worry and that not seeing even some manifestations of it causes you to feel a struggle inside. And causes you to feel in disharmony, disarray. It wobbles your energy. Let's have a look what other messages we have here with the Osho Tarot. Okay, so we have isolation. So perhaps for some of you, you are isolated at the moment, or you can't do the things that you want to do. You can't. You're wondering when it's going to end, when it's going to change, when are you going to be able to move forwards? I mean, this could be in many different situations. Right? You're waiting for a change to happen here. and you're becoming quite depressed around it, quite sad around it. Very, you know, I'm feeling very heavy-hearted here. Okay. Perhaps some of you too, this could be you waiting for someone to arrive in your life, right? And you're feeling alone, wondering whether it'll ever happen. And this is a general reading. Please take what resonates. But the struggle, you know, this struggle is in the unknown and the uncertainty, and this waiting causes you to feel a sense of struggle. It's even hard for me to get the cards out. So here we have the Source. Just a moment, guys. I want to say, I'm hearing a message that Source is surrounding you, alright? And you need to tune into it. There we go. For some of you, you may be feeling alone, but you're not alone. You have Source around you, higher powers around you, you have spirit around you. And I feel like you're being asked to tune into yourself, to release the struggle that's within you. And this sense of isolation. And trust that this will end. I feel like for some of you too, I'm getting dark night of the soul feeling as well. And just trust that the light will come out again, and that you will be outside again. Some of you may be, you know, in sort of, you know, the times at the moment, you may not be able to get outside, you may not be able to play, you may not be able to see friends or family. And so this is a great opportunity for you to tune into yourself and trust that you will be able to, get out again. You will be able to have good times again. And for others of you, you know, who are feeling alone or feeling isolated and like going through some sort of awakening or a dark night of the soul, you know, you are connecting. This is the time for you to connect with Source energy, to not be influenced by other energies, right? And here it is, celebration, people coming towards you, trust. The more you tune in and connect with you, the higher self, the more you're going to trust and feel better about yourself. That's how you're going to release the attachment to the struggle. All right, there's been a postponement here in your life. All right? You thought something was going to come in and it hasn't, or you having to wait for new people to come in, or you having to wait to be able to go outside again, or to see your friends and family again. Or you thought something was going to happen and it didn't show up for you, didn't happen for you. Perhaps you've been told that you're meant to be meeting someone and it hasn't happened for you. There could be many different scenarios here. I'm just saying some that come to my mind. And on the back here, we've got the Creator. Yeah, again, there's this message of connecting with the Creator. Ordinariness. This is talking about you being in the present moment. You taking the time to make the ordinary exciting, make the ordinary purposeful in your life. And to just feel some of that hole, feel some of that isolation, that sadness, or that lack, to release that struggle. So find joy in the ordinariness. And there is a purpose in that. So like it's like switching your focus here. And harmony, it'll bring harmony to you. I feel like there's a really great opportunity here for you to learn more about yourself and to strengthen your spirit and who you are, and to bring more of your higher self into your being, and to get a stronger connection with your loved ones in spirit or ancestors, spirit guides. They're helping you, assisting you, keeping you company. Perhaps even you could do some self-development, some courses, or if you can get outside, spending time in nature, doing simple things, putting your feet on the earth, looking at the beauty that's around you. Whatever it is that you've been waiting for, that you've been wanting, it may have postponed, but that's postponed. It doesn't mean it's not happening, right? There will be a celebration. It is going to happen for you. And if you've been under stress, harmony's coming here for you. If you've been in a state of, feeling sad or depressed or isolated, harmony is coming back to you. But the key here for you is tuning in and connecting with the Creator, connecting with Source Energy, Spirit. So we have experiencing, and we have flowering. And to me, this card, whether you're a male or female, this is you becoming the best version of yourself. So I feel like you could use this opportunity to strengthen who you are. And I feel like there are, there are experiences to be had in this present moment. Or whatever you are experiencing is leading you into a beautiful time or beautiful growth. On the back of the deck here we have the Fool. So there's definitely a new beginning on its way to you here. There's an offer here of love from somebody coming in. Right? If you've been waiting, look at that. He's ready to, whether this is male or female, okay? He or she is waiting to give you those flowers and take a leap here and take a chance on you. So that's for those of you who resonate with that message. But there's this sense of experiencing the moment, being in the present moment, inner harmony here. Let's get some guidance from the Angels and Ancestors deck here to finish your reading. So, Angels and Ancestors, what further guidance do you have for my group here? See from a higher perspective, absolutely. So, being able to see things from a bird's eye view. And sometimes when you tune in, it gives you that ability to see things from a higher space because you're in a higher space. Because when you're focused on what you haven't got yet, or what hasn't come in yet, or wanting to be out in the world and not being able to, being restricted in some way, that sort of lowers you. But when you tune in to Source Energy, it heightens your vibration. You see things in another way. I'm getting the vision of the Hanged Man here. And we have the Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. And I get the sense here that this is a time of you discovering you and getting to know your own intuition, getting to know and trust in, yeah, I'm getting the message as well, like trusting in your knowing that something is going to happen as well. That you will, you know, even though something's been just postponed here, that it will happen for you. And that you have a very strong knowing. And you have the ability to raise your vibration as well. See your seeds grow. Springtime could be significant for you. You may be able to take that leap in spring. You may be starting a new beginning in spring. But something is growing for you. And you will see it blossom. You will see it flowering. You will, perhaps this is you seeing yourself. Perhaps you haven't been yourself for a while. You're going to see yourself glowing. Traveler. Move in a new direction. Yeah. Perhaps you haven't been able to take that trip you wanted to take. Haven't been able to go and see the people you wanted to see. Or move to that place you're wanting to move to. Perhaps you're an adventurous person who likes to, you know, be able to do what you want to do and not be held back in any way. This is a general reading. But the main message here is the way that you could detach from the struggle is connecting and going within. Source energy, your higher self, is the medicine for you. I'm also sort of hearing like allowing you to travel to even like a different dimension, and like different heights, or see things from different perspectives and different ways. There may be a possibility within this of you discovering a new direction as well, right? So that's the messages I have for you, group number 3. I send you so much love. Bye for now. Hello, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Death card here, and it's the Devil's Trumpet. Okay, so how can you release the attachment to the struggle? This I'm hearing straight away, like it's transform. It's time to transform. Through your transformation, through you transforming your thoughts, your actions, your deeds, your lifestyle, you will see a change, right? And with the word trumpet, it's almost like a big change, like a loud change. It's like a calling. A trumpet's also like a calling here. And through this death, which is death of the ego or death of the old, it brings about the new. Alright, so let's have a look at some more messages here. So we've got a few clumps of cards that have come out. So I'm going to take them as they're together. So which one do you want to take first? Okay, this one. All right, so we have here again transformation. So this is clarifying this death card. So yes, through you transforming, it is going to create more balance and harmony in your life. And there is a level of participation here and understanding. So you changing your understanding about how things work and how you interact with the world, and participating with other people and with the energies of the universe, participating with the divine in creating what it is that you want. This is also talking about your partnerships. It's changing the way that you are in your partnerships. Is going to be less struggle. I feel like for a lot of you, there is the struggle has surrounded your partnerships, your interactions with others. And there's going to be this big shift and change and transformation in your understanding of others. And this will release a lot of struggle in your relationships. It's going to bring you into more peace. And with this totality here is that you're going to become more whole, and you're going to have more understanding, and you're going to be able to work with others more. Can you see the trapeze artists all working together and trusting each other? So, and you know, we have this 5 again, which is change and transformation. And you know, 5s can also talk about conflict. So you know, here it is, you transforming the way in which you understand people, others, relationships, relating to yourself, relating with others, and learning to participate with one another, learning to connect with others in a healthful way, and understanding that everyone's different, and working together in a team. All right. And a way that you can do this, way you can help this whole transformation and this change, is through you being silent and through meditation, through you tuning in. All right. I'm also seeing here the full moon, so it may be helpful for you with the full moon, or sitting in the full moon, meditating with the full moon, helping you to release and let go of older energies here. Again, the cards are coming out for you. Wow, we've got another one here as well. So here we have playfulness. You know, you're going to be able to, through this transformation, because I feel like in your relationships there's been struggle, not a lot of play, not a lot of lightheartedness. But I'm seeing with this change and this transformation, healing's going to come into your relationships, and you're going to experience a lot more play, a lot more lightheartedness, a lot more fun, and a lot more possibilities, new possibilities in your relationship, or with your relationship with others, or with yourself. A lot of fast energy, because I'm speaking really, really quickly. So you know, once you've transformed, this energy is going to move really quickly. The way you see things is going to change very quickly. And look, you're going to, there's friendship here, right? Connection here. Balanced friendships, balanced relationships, balanced energies within you. So allow this transformation to take place. Allow everything to unfold here. Because I just feel like for you, the struggle is it's more about this unfoldment that's happening here. And I feel like you're shifting your understanding, you're shifting, and you've gone through a lot of learning in regards to relationships and partnerships. And you know, so just embrace this change and renew your understanding, and go within and help yourself to I don't know, I'm getting this sort of resistance to some sort of change here as well, is what I'm picking up on. So surrender to this ego death is what I'm getting. there's a big transformation within your relationships. What you once had in friendships, in partnerships, or in relationship to yourself is no longer going to be the same. It's completely shifting. And the sort of feeling I'm getting as well is that you could be in between. There's this feeling of the struggle is actually the energies changing. All right, so just sort of have to let this take place and allow it to unfold naturally. Yeah, it's sort of the energy I'm getting here. Any more guidance here? Yeah, you're changing your conditioning, all right? So how you grew up, how you saw other people in partnerships growing up, how your family related to one another, right? Whatever it is that was your conditioning, what you saw in the world, you are changing all of that. So that takes a process. It's an unfoldment and an understanding and a learning, a great change here. And with this, you are releasing attachments to the way that you thought relationships and partnerships were supposed to be. I feel like, you're moving away from codependency as well. And, you might have been someone who was quite, may have been a victim in past relationships as well. Because I get the sense like this lion should be, he's amongst the sheep, but he's tied to the sheep. He's not in his full power. But this transformation is allowing you to be in your power, and you won't be in the struggle in relationships anymore. Because you know your power. Yeah. Morality, yeah. You thought that there was conditioning around morality as well, morals of what you think you should be doing as well. Told that things are supposed to be a certain way even. Yeah. So letting go. This is the time of letting go for you. And through this letting go, you will let go of the struggle. As I said, allow it to allow this transformation to take place. You don't try and stop a storm. You allow the storm to go through. You allow the rain to purify, and then the sun comes out. And that's exactly what is happening with you. All right, let's get some angels and ancestors cards here to finish off your reading. Let's see what your angels and ancestors want to add. Whoa. Okay, so we've got to track down your fears and desires. All right, hunter. All right. We have stand your grounds. Again, I'm getting that sense of your empowerment here, and not allowing your fears to overshadow. We have here the great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. So this is a big shift here for you. This is coming into a new awareness of being. And you're going to experience much more peace. I feel like that with the dove here. All right. And we have release the old and rest. Yeah, take the time to rest. Take the time to allow it to unfold. As I said, I'm going to say, I don't know why I'm repeating this again, but just like the storm that rolls through, we can't control when it's going to end. We just have to wait for it to end, and then the sun comes out, and that's it. That's what's going to happen. All right. So keep focused on you, like, silence your mind. get the rest and the healing you need, and allow this process to happen as you change your understanding and your conditioning that you've had, as you come into the strength and the power of who you are. So that is the reading I have for you today, group number 4. I hope that helps you, and I send you so much love. Bye for now.